We've all heard of photography studios, perhaps even been photographed in one. I certainly have.
Yeah.
Yep,
From here.
Yep, exactly. But now a new type of studio has started up in Grand Rapids, hoping to be social media forward as the influencer scene grows in West Michigan. Owner and founder Daniela Schrittenlocker gave me a behind-the-scenes tour.
Hello, welcome to GR Creator Studio. This is our studio, a space to collaborate, actually connect, create, and collaborate. We are the first and coolest content creation studio in West Michigan. So all social media focused content creators, even photographers that are doing brand shoots, collaborations. We are trying to connect local creators and influencers with local businesses because Grand Rapids has such an opportunity to connect those talented creators, which we actually have a lot of in Grand Rapids, with businesses and focus on that social media aspect. This is definitely not your average photography studio. We don't have open brick, we don't have wooden floors. We are a New York City loft style studio and very social first. Which means focusing on the content creation of social media. I own a social media marketing agency called Main Feed Marketing, where we help local businesses amplify their social media presence. And we felt a need of a space like this, where we can collaborate and connect more creators with local businesses and just all work together. We rent out the space to creatives, primarily photographers, creators, and influencers. And Grand Rapids surprisingly has a lot of local influencers and creators. And they should be celebrated and they need a space to connect, create, and collaborate. So yeah, our main room. And then we do have a YouTube and podcast streaming room, which is video ready. We didn't have a space in Grand Rapids that was YouTube ready. We're glad that we were able to add that to the space. And our food blogging kitchen, which is a whole industry on its own, honestly, to have food bloggers come in, they create social media content in here, all their little tutorials and everything that you see online on TikTok, has been created in here.
Why was it important for you to have a kitchen here?
At the time, we did have a coffee client, so we needed an aesthetically pleasing TikTok social media ready kitchen that looks like the typical influencer kitchen to create content, and that evolved into, actually, this is a food blogging kitchen. So having food bloggers book the studio to create their content in the food blogging kitchen has been fabulous. So we do have think TikTok influencer get ready with me station right here, where you see TikTok tutorials of makeup, getting ready, and yeah, even for photography sessions.
There was something that we were talking about before, and that you said this group of young women wanted to come in and they wanted to do a get ready with me,
yes,
like kind of in real time before they went out on the town. Talk about that. I mean, it's not just professional Instagram or TikTok creators. Anybody can come in here and use this space,
Absolutely.
right? Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. So even thinking of the next gen influencer, that's kind of like, oh, hey, I want to test this out. We did have a group of 3 girls coming in, booking the space. And I was like, wait, so what are you going to do? And they're like, well, we just want to film some get ready with me's and trends, social media trends for our TikTok channels. And then we just go out downtown and have a good time. And our signature flower backdrop, which is super trending on social media.
So what was like the brainchild of this idea? Like, were you just sitting there and you're like, you know what? We've got to do this our own. We've got to make a studio for this. Where was that idea? Where did that come from?
I think it very first established when we started working with some of the local clients and just didn't find a space to create in that was very social media focused. So we didn't have a YouTube ready video streaming room in Grand Rapids, which we have over there on that side. And then just thinking about current social media trends like the flower backdrop we see behind me. All those little things and bits and pieces are so relevant on social media, and we needed a space to host our own clients. And that evolved into, actually, let's make this available to everyone. We have creators of all kinds come to the studio, and at first I was focusing on West Michigan primarily because obviously we're local, and then I started getting bookings from outside of West Michigan, even outside of the state, where the first one was a creator, a UGC creator from Chicago, and I was literally like, wait a minute, you're coming from Chicago to film at our studio? And that was like 3 months after we opened, which was like, oh my goodness, this has potential.
You talked about the Chicago creators, you talked about Detroit creators, but there are some really great creators here in West Michigan. Something that I've been seeing over the last couple of weeks, or I would say the last several months, more and more from Grand Rapids. What has been your take on the content creation scene in West Michigan? Have you also been seeing that grow, or is that just something that I've just been noticing recently?
No, 100% agree with that, and that's exactly where our GR Creator Coffee events started. So we are hosting every last Friday of the month GR Creator Coffee events. They're sponsored by Bigby West Michigan, which is so exciting when I got that sponsorship. And we had, our first one was a Christmas coffee event where we had random signups from people that haven't been in the space. And they were all content creators. And then, you know, the conversation started of like, wait, this is what you do? Oh, wait, you do this too? And then you see all these people like, oh, wait, I know you from TikTok, or I know you from Instagram, but I haven't ever seen you. I didn't know you're in Grand Rapids. And that's how this all started. And I was like, okay, wait, we need to create an event, a regular event. And actually, we're doing more than just the GR Creator Coffee events. Now we're also doing a lot of social media workshops in the space to help creators. I do a lot of influencer coaching and have done that for a while. So this naturally came to us where we were like, okay, let's just also use the space as a workshop space to help those creators answer their questions, because at the end of the day, we all speak the same language, and having a room full of creators, it's a very different vibe.
If someone wants to book the space, how can they do that, and where can they go to find more information about that?
Yeah, so on our website, grcreatorstudio.com, there are all the different packages, services that we provide, and also the booking link to our calendar. So yeah, we do bookings from a minimum of 2 hours to all-day bookings.
Yeah, so she was talking about that booking link. I just, like literally 2 minutes ago, put it on 13onyourside.com. So it'll be up there here in just a couple of minutes if you want to check that out. Again, it's right off Hall Street, just off of 131 in the old Steelcase building. That was one of the conversations we were having, is like how the industries in Grand Rapids have changed over the years. And, you know, it used to be Furniture City, and now it is very much Beer City. But now you kind of start to see tech and social media and content creation start to dabble in this, and it's kind of like a full circle moment when you're thinking about industries in the city, where you've got this content creation studio in the old Steelcase building right there on Hall Street.
So fun.
So it's pretty cool, but you know, an up and coming way for content creators to be able to kind of share what they want to create with the world, and it's right here in Grand Rapids.
It's kind of cool to be able to say too, like, oh, there's these studios that exist in New York City, but Detroit doesn't have them yet. Chicago doesn't have them yet.
Yep.
You know who does?
Grand Rapids, Michigan. Exactly.
That's so cool.
We have to get out there though and do like a TikTok or something, because like the studio is really fascinating, and they have so many different things. That podcast room would be so cool.
Oh, that's cool.
And it is video ready, so all you have to do is just sit there. And she was even telling me like the lights, like depending on what brand or what your personal social media content creation brand is, like depending on the color, you can change the studio lights to the whatever color you want. So it's pretty cool, and you know, a really great idea. And again, they just celebrated 1 year. They also have those coffee content creator things that they do on Fridays. So yeah, if you want to go to that, they have that on their website, the information there. So it's pretty cool, and you get to kind of connect with all the content creators in West Michigan that show up. So
yeah, I'm very interested to hear how you heard about this in the first place, to be able to go out there and see everything.
I think I saw it on TikTok.
This is so cool.
Yeah,
like,
so social media.
It worked.
Yeah, it worked. But yeah, I think I saw it on TikTok, and of course they've got an Instagram presence as well. That's how I find a lot of stories, is like just through TikTok or Instagram. Again, we were talking about the influencers on from West Michigan on that platform, kind of popping up more and more. And
absolutely,
that's kind of how I find, remember Sierra, the kitchen,
yes.
the food vlogger here from West Michigan? That's how I found her, was on TikTok.
Yeah.
And she is spectacular and an expert in her own right. So pretty cool.
That's already so telling to say, oh, well, I found him on social media. That's exactly what they're there for too, is for other people to go on social media, kind of advertise their own brand, which is really cool to see that we have that so local now.
Not only that, but Daniela was telling me she also does some influencer coaching as well. So if you kind of want to learn that skill, she's available for that too. And again, I have her website on our website, 13onyourside.com.